you ready for some money talk? Because at the beginning of the year, we feel like we need to get our finances right.
Of course, yeah.
So we have the founder of Jangi Cooperative Credit Union, which you should join if you want to save money.
Of course.
Entrepreneur and community builder, and also author John Etta, who will be joining us right now.
As when he's coming in the picture, I'll just say Happy New Year to Professor Teresa Kenji of the University of Bamenda. I've not seen her for long.
Okay.
I saw her yesterday.
Oh, I love you. So thoughtful about everyone. This is a platform for that. It's time to talk about money management with John Etta. Come on in. Glad to have you back.
Oh, same here.
Yeah,
Popular demand.
The last time that he was here.
People are like, bring him back every week. I'm like, okay, will you help us pay John then, if we're supposed to bring him back every week? Okay, John, glad to have you here.
The pleasure is mine.
We need to get right into it.
Yeah.
What is like the main money management principle people need to know this 2025 that will help them throughout the year?
All right, that's a very good question. And I would say the first thing a lot of people need to know is that money management is a science. And that said, the first aspect that every individual should inculcate is the habit of saving money. Now, some people will say, no, they have to be saving money. They have to be investing money. Now, if you don't save money, you will not be able to invest.
Yes.
And when you are saving, what average people do is that when they save, they remove their savings and invest at once. That's the wrong way.
Okay.
When wealthy people save money, they leverage the money before investing.
What do you mean by that?
Financial leverage is very key to wealth creation. In fact, it's indispensable. Wealthy people, like you save an amount of money in the bank regularly, you have built creditworthiness regarding that bank, and you receive a loan, you request for a loan. Now, let's say you've saved 3 million francs.
Yes.
Request for a loan of 10 million francs. When you invest 10 million, it has a bigger advantage in the marketplace to generate more returns than when you invest your 3 million. So each time you save, don't invest your savings, leverage your savings.
Now
That's why saving is very crucial.
Okay, you talk about the importance of saving.
Yeah.
My question is how? Because
All right.
some people save by burying it on the ground, some people in a little piggy bank. What's the best way to save?
All right. One thing many people don't know is that all wealthy people have a relationship with the financial institution. And if you save your money in the house, it's very counterproductive. Number one, a lot of things could go wrong with that money you are keeping in the house. Secondly, we always have access to that money. So, because people buy things based on feelings and justify with logic. So it's important to save your money with a financial institution, not even with your Momo account, mobile money account, or Orange money account, because that is just a wallet that you still have in your pocket. The money is still in your pocket. You can use it at
any time.
But each time I save my money in the bank, right, in the financial institution, it could be a credit union, it could be a bank, it could be even a Jangi group in the quarter or the village, right? Because what people don't know about Jangi groups is that it's an informal financial institution. So save your money in the bank. And there are 3 ways. One of the ways is to automate the process. Because what many people are trying to do is that they want to depend on their willpower. Their willpower will not be enough. Nobody has a willpower to be disciplined with money that they have access to.
Especially when you see needs all around you.
There are always needs. For example, when you go to the supermarket, an example is that you could just say, okay, let me just pass by and buy bread for 2,000 francs.
Yes.
If you have money on you, you'll be surprised you're coming with a trolley. That must have happened with you.
True.
It has been my experience as well. So our willpower is not enough. Nobody has willpower when it comes to money because people buy based on feelings. The fact that they feel like buying and they love buying. We all love buying. So you cannot have willpower on something you love doing. So that's why you should automate the process. By automating the process, it means that you should be able to give your money an assignment before you make the money.
Okay, so that gets to something. We'll shift a little bit between saving and then budgeting.
Yes.
Why is it important to budget and how can we do so?
Thank you for that question. You just caught me there because that is where the power is. When you budget, it means you have assigned your money, giving your money a destination before the money even comes. And that makes you to be, it makes your process to be scientific and automated, you see. And when you budget, you will now know if you are doing well or not. And you will now see the loops, you know, the holes within. And you will now know that, okay, maybe my salary is not enough. Yeah. Maybe this profit I'm making in my business is not enough. Maybe I need to learn more so that I can earn more if I need to progress. And when you start budgeting, from the budget of 1 year, 1 month, you can already, you know, project your 10 years plan, your 20 years plan, your 3 years plan. Many people don't have a 1 year plan in their finances. Yeah. And that's because they don't budget. It's good to budget. And in financial progress, it's not about being frugal with the little you have. It's about asking yourself, how can I have more? It's not about not spending. You have to spend. And you have to be very happy paying your bills. You are renting a house and the landlord spends a lot of money to build that house. Yeah. When you are paying that money, paid with joy, it's a mindset. Because you are paying for the value rendered to you. If you are paying the taxi man, don't argue. I see people argue, j'ai 100 francs ici, j'ai 200. No. The taxi man also has bills. He's paying the petrol, he's paying the patin or whatever. He also has a family. Every time you're paying for a service that someone is rendering, consider that person's life. One mommy is selling, I see a lot of ladies, they can buy wigs for 200,000, but they go to the market and, you know, argue price of tomatoes for 400. You know, that's a frugal attitude because you have budgeted. Yes. You need to budget and budget, you know, in a way that is benevolent.
All right. Okay. So I want to find out, should we save or invest? Because some people are confused. Do I keep my money or do I invest it? What would you tell someone who is that confused?
Don't invest your money yet. Leverage the money.
Okay, like you said earlier.
There's a sequence. So everything in life has a sequence. So the first sequence is that save. Even if you have capital now, get into a jangi and start playing that jangi with that capital. Or get into a financial institution and start saving that money with that financial institution. The goal and the reason is that you want to create a relationship with the financial institution. You want to become credit worthy. Because all wealthy people are good debtors. There's no wealthy man out there who is not a debtor. So many average people, they want to become wealthy, but they don't want to involve themselves in debt. Yeah. It will never happen. You will never become wealthy without debt. So
what do you mean I should have a debt if I want to be wealthy?
Okay, there are two types of debt. There's bad debt and good debt. Good debt is when you borrow money to invest in assets.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Bad debt is when you borrow money and invest in liabilities. I see people borrow money to do birthday parties, to take their girlfriends out, to buy dresses, to buy wigs, you know, to do a wedding. That's bad debt. But when you receive money as a loan and you buy a building and put on rent and you collect money from that rent and you are paying back that loan and living on some, then that is you becoming wealthy. You can as well take a loan and buy a piece of land. Yeah. Every year, there's what we call capital gains on that land, which means the returns on that land stays with the land and the land keeps appreciating over time. A lot of people are not getting wealthy because they're not using these principles.
That's why you're here, enlightening us.
Yes.
Big question from one of my colleagues before I let you go.
Yeah.
Salary earner. Some people say a salary earner can never be rich. As a salary earner, what do you have to tell us?
The one thing people should know is that in the journey of becoming wealthy and financially prosperous, the first thing you need to start doing is to sell your time, exchange your time for money. And I'm talking about the salary earner. And the other thing, you know, I'm part of a financial institution. And what we realize, data-driven, data-based information, is that we trust salary earners more than those who are having businesses out there who are not salary earners. Why? Because the salary earner's salary is steady every month, guaranteed. Yeah. So if a salary earner comes to us for a loan, we are giving that salary earner a loan. You see? And a salary earner can now leverage on various financial, you know, principles. For example, the jangi. A salary earner knows I can get into this jangi, at least my salary is guaranteed. So you can become wealthy. You can leverage finance as a salary earner faster than someone who is not. That's why I always tell people to have a job. Start with a job. And once you have your job, never you quit your job saying, oh, this job is boring. I want to do my passion. No. Your passion, you need to develop passion in the things that will make you wealthy. Passion is developed. Yes.
Your passion in the things that will make you wealthy.
Keep your job. Utilize your job as a leverage. Save in a financial institution. Get a loan of 10, 15 million. Don't be afraid of getting loans. I want to die a debtor. I'm looking for a way to die with 1 trillion francs in debt.
See, people are trembling behind there. Yeah.
That's my dream. 1 trillion francs in debt. You know, I'm constantly talking with established banks to borrow me billions. You know, thank God they thought I was joking, but now they're taking me more seriously because they've seen that I'm determined in that pursuit to be a big client of theirs. Because let me tell you something about being a debtor. If you owe a bank 100 billion, right? The bank will assign doctors for you. They'll assign security guards for you because they want you to be healthy.
They want to keep you alive.
Yes. You know, I'll be working with bodyguards everywhere just because the bank wants me to be healthy. If you play with me, you have serious issues with that bank. But an average person who does not have any debt, who cares about him?
Yeah.
You know, the bank will make sure there's an insurance company that takes care of your health. They'll bring some big doctors to be checking on you, say, make sure you exercise, make sure you eat healthy.
Okay.
They want you to live long, you see. That's why I want to have trillions of debt. You know.
See, you always come here with catchphrases that will keep with us. But I'm sure Clarice has some more questions for you, maybe, because it's time for Hot and Happening. She's here. Okay, today is blue and white. She's twinning with John. Oh, wow. Hi, Clarice. Good morning.
Good morning, Péchi.
How are you doing? Ça va très, très bien.
We are continuing with our bilingual.
N'est-ce pas? On essaie. Nous essayons.
Nous essayons.
Okay.
Et on va arriver.
On va arriver, petit à petit. OK, pour Hot et Happening aujourd'hui.
You know, not every word should be translated, especially when it's a slogan.
You know.
That's the mistake we sometimes do. So it's pour les hot et les happenings. Okay, for Hot and Happenings this morning, we're starting with movie lovers. The official release, video release of the movie title I Wait will be done this weekend, and it's produced by Godman and directed by Lightman. This will take place tomorrow, January 31st, as from 7 p.m. This movie will feature young talented artists and movie makers like Diamond King and Flavie Praise. More still will stay in launching, but this time around is a book launch titled The Letter.
Okay.
The Letter. The Letter's Letter. This will be launched on Saturday, February 1st. And this book is written by two young writers of the University of Yaoundé 1. And these writers are by name Nyoidine Lin Wangibe and Chantal Nyoikividum, and they are both runners of the Young English Cameroonian Writers Award. So this book will be launched on February 1st. They have published a lot of poems online and on magazines, so you do well to join them for this book launch. Still for Hot and Happenings this time around, have you ever spent a weekend or thought of a weekend doing charitable work? This is an opportunity for you. Join the Manu Queen Foundation to do the distribution of 100 hot food dishes to street children. This initiative
nice.
Yes. So they are doing the distribution of food to street children, and you can join them. This act will put a smile on so many faces and give life or reason or meaning of life to some young Cameroonians who are on the street. This is just in line to celebrate the Youth Week. So do an action. So take part. On the flyers on the screen, you will have contact numbers, so you can call them and be part of this event. Put a smile on a street child's face this weekend. We'll stay with this one. This is a conference surrounding violence against women. You know, some women still undergo violence, sexual, financial, moral violence, and they keep silent. So this conference will be taking place, the first of its kind will be taking place 1st of February as from 2 p.m. at Masso Hotel. This conference is aimed at unveiling the myth around women who hide their people who violate them. So the conference will help most of these women to undergo psychological and moral support and educate them on the different steps they can take if they are being violated. So if you know any woman or girl who is going under violence, you can join this conference or invite her to take part so that she could get some tips on how to undergo her challenges of being violated by a man or by a woman. We'll go to our hot and happenings this time around with music. You know, weekends are always attributed to dance and drinking and merrymaking. So for this weekend, join Happy Day Fulan at Ahala, that's in Yaoundé, as he'll be thrilling his fans with his new vibes of Mbole. You know, Mbole is the latest new style.
That's Abolo's favorite kind of music.
So he asked me when I was coming, on dance so weekend. I said, a Fulan, Happy Day Fulan, said, hey, he chanted déjà. I said, of course, the new version of Mbole. This time around, it's Ahala around Yaoundé. He'll be trading his fans. So join them and enjoy the weekend with Mbole. We round up with this one. It's still on music, but this will be the revelation of all the music or musicians being produced by the Amagapu Label Music Festival. So this label will be showcasing all their 8 artists that they have produced.
Okay.
Yes, in a concert that will be offered this Saturday, 1st of February, as from 2 p.m. at the Yaoundé Cultural Center. So you do well to join them, enjoy some music, and discover what Cameroonians have to propose when it comes to music.
Oh, merci beaucoup, Clarisse.
How did they say? Merci beaucoup. In English, we say you are welcome. In French, on dit quoi? Tu es la bienvenue. Non.
Je vous en prie.
Je vous en prie.
Ok, vous avez une question pour notre invité parce qu'il est le money guru de ce matin.
Oui, j'ai une question pour lui. Tu sais que moi, je suis pour ceux qui n'épargnent pas. Oui.
So she's against saving.
Yeah, I'm for those, that type that I don't, maybe you advise me. I know some people are still having the same problem like me. I don't know how to save money when I see people who are in need of financial help. How do I manage that?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. If you are drowning and other people are drowning, you need to save yourself to have enough strength to pull them out.
Of course.
All right? So the excuse you are given is not founded because you need to become wealthier. The wealthier you become, the more people you are going to help. All right, and you cannot, since you've been helping people, have you solved the problem of poverty in the world?
So by saving, I become a rich man?
Yes, by saving is the first step to become wealthy. All right, because the capital you have is a seed. And even in the Bible, if you eat all your seed, then even God will be angry with you. And because you are not in the abundance principle of God.
I'm sorry,
right?
Mr.
So you have to start working towards abundance, because that's the goal. Because today you are young, fresh, and healthy with a lot of energy. You're not going to be like this forever. All right. There's going to be a time that you don't even need to drive. Someone needs to drive you, and you don't need to come to work. Your money needs to be working for you. So how do you get to that level? So today I'm giving you a reputation to live up to. All right. To have a dream of abundance, to create wealth for yourself, and it begins with saving. And the reason why you have to save is because you want to build your credit worthiness. The reason why you are building your credit worthiness is because you want to have access to other people's money. We call it OPM. Once you have access to other people's money, it comes to you as a loan. Now you invest that money intelligently into assets that will be producing money for you. And when you continue doing that as a habit, you will become wealthy to the point that your money will be working for you.
And then you can save the world.
Now you can save the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John and Clarisse.
Thank you.
A birthday season is up here. Our two producers, that's Leo and Rosa, have birthdays today and tomorrow. Amazing.
It's a hot weekend.
It's a hot weekend. So let's start with Auntie Leo's special happy birthday. Okay, we're supposed to have the pictures. They're going to roll in eventually. After the show, we're going to have like a birthday party here. You'll see them. The thing with these producers is they're always so shy.
Yes.
Look at Auntie Leo on screen. She's turning 50. 50. That is huge and beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at her, all glamorous, standing there. 50 years of life lived. She saved so much money, like John was saying. Look at the wealth on her body. Yes. Happy birthday to you, Auntie Leo. We love you, and we know you and Rosa are super shy. You don't like coming here. So we can only show pictures of you like that. Rosa, we'll catch up on Tuesday, your own picture. We'll take a stunning one where you're glamorous. We don't want those ones where you're wearing jeans and working behind there. When you're well-decked, looking all glamorous, that is the one we're going to show on Tuesday. So happy birthday. Yep, a word
happy birthday, our producers, and thank you so much for making us who we are.
They work tirelessly behind the scenes, John. Yeah. They're the ones who get a lot of flack and headache when something is not going on air. They are sweating.
When the machines just come on a standstill. That's when you know the work of a producer.
Yes, and managing these interns who are not easy. Sometimes they're not easy to handle, but they do it effortlessly. And the thing that is empowering is the fact that they are two women. And that is solid. It encourages you, the woman out there who is thinking of becoming a producer, do it. If these ladies can do it, and one is already turning 50 at it, then you can do it too. So ladies, we love you, and we wish 50 more years and more in wealth.
And good health.
And good health. We're wrapping up with John here because we have to handle our cash right, and he has the Jangi Cooperative Credit Union.
Okay.
So he said Jangi is a good thing.
Yes.
Why?
All right. This is an African indigenous socioeconomic principle that our parents, ancestors have been using for a long time, and it was what was making Africa to become a prosperous, continent. But over time, with the new script that was handed to us, we've forgotten about it. So what used to happen is that 20 women will go and work the farm of one woman. While they're working, they're singing and dancing, they brought food. 2 hours, the farm is finished. 2 hours, the farm is finished. They move to another friend's farm. And that's how the whole... Men were not even working because the women had this jangi that they go and work in a way that is effortless. And they come with so much wealth. At the time, when you have food, you are wealthy because you can sell the extra and people are... So the men used to just protect and go and hunt meat. So we are forgetting about that. That's why most families now are facing financial problems. I heard you discuss with Mommy Christ. Most of the problems couples face and families is financial, 99%. Because people have not understood that Jangi is the way to go. Now, Jangi is an informal financial institution. We have formalized it and we turned it into a credit union. And we have from 1,000 francs to 10,000 francs to 50,000 francs to 500,000 francs Jangis that we are running on a credit union. My fan club now.
I know now.
We are mobilizing 1,000 young people who should just be my followers on Facebook, not doing anything together. We've been able to bring them together, and every week they're saving just 1,000 francs.
Clarity must start from there.
And imagine, 1,000 people saving 1,000 francs in a year, we're going to celebrate 52 million francs. Just like that. That is money that would not have existed. 52 million can buy a house here in Yaoundé and put on rent. 52 million can do a lot of things. Can buy how many taxis? About like 20 taxis and put out there. 52 million is a lot of money, but that's money that would have been wasted, spent. Okay. So that's why I'm inviting my sister here that join a Jangi. We have a Jangi of, her level is 10,000 francs at least.
No, she will start with 1,000. If not, she'll disappear after 2 weeks.
Okay, start with 1,000. Yes. 1,000 a week. So you're going to join the John Etta fan club.
Okay, I will join it.
I want to give a shout out to our president, Fonio Catherine. I think we should invite her here one day.
Yes, Catherine.
Because Catherine is an amazing lady. I'm amazed at the level of discipline she uses to mobilize this money and provide reports, in every week.
Thank you so much,
Her leadership
John.
is amazing.
The Jangi is Jangi Cooperative Credit Union. The name is John Etta. Follow him on social media. And please, let's save. Hold my hand. This prayer is for all of us. We shall save this 2020.
We shall save in Jesus' name.
Yes, amen.
Financial salvation.
Yes.
Financial.
Happy weekend.